are moments when the world feels fundamentally misaligned, as if a shadow hangs over the very fabric of our daily lives. A sense of wrongness, a darkness that grows louder, heavier, closer, with every passing day. We see it in the injustices, the conflicts, the deepening inequalities that scar our societies. And while many can feel this darkness, few can name it. Few can trace its origins. Few can identify the entities behind it. Because evil today is not a simple force. It is a shapeshifter, changing faces, forms, and strategies to blend into modern life so seamlessly that most people never see it coming. Every day we confront its presence, in the news, in our communities, in our personal lives. Malice overshadowing empathy, greed overpowering charity, nihilism replacing meaning, materialism replacing the soul. And those who truly see, those with eyes open, often feel like outsiders in their own world, as though humanity is drifting further from goodness and falling deeper into estrangement, decay, and moral confusion. This darkness leaves a trace everywhere it goes, yet somehow its root remains unseen. This unease doesn't just affect society, it reaches inward, into our homes, our relationships, our inner worlds. Trust weakens, families fracture, people turn inward, isolated, relying on fleeting pleasures while neglecting deeper spiritual and emotional needs. We search for explanations but can't find words. We feel the wrongness, but we cannot define it. And it is in this struggle, in this inability to describe the darkness, that we realize something profound. This is not just a social problem. This is not just political, not psychological, not economic. This is spiritual. There is a war for your mind, but more importantly, there is a war for your soul. Humanity has always grappled with this duality. In Zoroastrianism, Ahura Mazda battled the spirit of destruction. In Taoism, yin and yang represented the eternal balance. In the Bible, light was separated from darkness before humanity even took its first breath. And in Genesis, the fall of Adam and Eve represents the moment humanity became aware of the reality of good and evil. Their fall was a loss of innocence, but it was also the beginning of moral consciousness, the beginning of free will, the beginning of humanity's journey toward wisdom, redemption, and ultimately, truth. Evil is powerful, but only good has the power to overcome evil. Darkness cannot defeat light. Light, even the smallest spark, makes darkness retreat. History proves this. People prove this. Movements prove this. Goodness builds. Evil destroys itself. And the human spirit, resilient, compassionate, guided by a divine moral compass, always rises again. But still the world struggles, because power, while capable of great progress, is equally capable of corruption. Absolute power corrupts absolutely, and history is overflowing with examples. When authority goes unchecked, when accountability disappears, when leaders place ego above ethics, evil thrives. Humanity becomes its own worst enemy. Not because good is weak, but because people surrender their power, believing they cannot make a difference. And in that surrender, evil finds its foothold. He who creates chaos can also create peace. Albert Camus once noted that the greatest suffering appears when humanity is caught between two ages, between an old world dying and a new world struggling to be born. That is exactly where we stand today, a divided world, disconnected, nihilistic, distracted, afraid. Many recognize evil, yet turn away, not out of ignorance, but out of resignation. What can I do? I'm just one person. It's always been this way. This belief in powerlessness is one of evil's greatest tools. Evil's most effective weapon is deception, not just lies, but distortion, half-truths, false narratives, manipulation of desires, fears, and pride. Media and technology spread misinformation faster than truth can catch up. Materialism replaces meaning. Self-interest replaces community. Pleasure replaces purpose. Evil whispers, "You deserve everything. You should have everything. You will get everything." And in that whisper, people lose themselves. You desire things, and you will get them. Today's portrayal of Satan, a cartoonish red figure with horns, hides a deeper truth. In mainstream culture, he symbolizes rebellion, corruption, and chaos. But in certain elite circles, Satan represents something else entirely: knowledge, individualism, the pursuit of personal power without moral restraint. To them, he is not an antagonist, but a liberator. This is the foundation of many occult and esoteric ideologies. A worldview that values carnal desires and rejects divine order. Yet while some reinterpret the symbolism, the true influence of evil remains devastatingly real. War, oppression, division, deception, moral decay. To understand the full picture, we must examine three forces that shape the world: history, prophecy, occult knowledge. History teaches patterns, cycles of rise and fall that repeat across civilizations. Prophecy gives humanity a map of what lies ahead, shaping beliefs, cultures, and actions. The occult explores hidden knowledge, influencing governments, symbols, institutions, and the architecture of power. Together, these forces have shaped nations, including the United States, far more than most people realize. And together, they shape the world we live in today. History warns us, prophecy guides us, the occult influences us. And now, these forces converge. A global shift is underway. Humanity stands at a threshold. Darkness grows louder, bolder, more visible. But so too does the light. The question is no longer, is there a war between good and evil? The question is, which side will you choose? Each of us carries both forces within. Each of us is capable of great good or profound evil. The world may feel dark, but darkness has always existed. And throughout history, light has always prevailed. Now more than ever, goodness matters, compassion matters, courage matters, because every act of goodness pushes back the darkness and lights the path for a better world. The shadow may be growing, but so is the awakening. And in the end, light always wins. Despite the darkness, there is always the potential for resistance and redemption. Awareness of evil can awaken moral and spiritual strength. Acts of kindness, justice, and truth counteract destruction. Divine order exists beyond the chaos. It is a cosmic harmony guiding life toward balance and purpose. Even amidst suffering, there is a higher plan. Even in uncertainty, there is direction. By recognizing this divine order, humans gain resilience, insight, and a sense of belonging within the universe. The world is not ours to control. We are temporary travelers on a cosmic journey. Our role is fleeting yet meaningful. How we act, how we live, and how we choose to respond to darkness defines our legacy. Modern life often disconnects humanity from this natural order. Self-centeredness, materialism, and moral decay dominate. This separation fosters a sense of aimlessness. Humanity forgets its spiritual roots and its connection to something greater than itself. Plato's allegory of the cave reflects this reality. Humanity lives in a prison of perception, seeing only shadows of truth. Social conditioning, cognitive biases, and emotional limitations prevent us from perceiving the full reality. Confirmation bias, cognitive dissonance, and rigid societal norms restrict freedom of thought. The challenge of modern life is breaking free from these mental and spiritual chains. Humanity is approaching a breaking point. Exploitation, corruption, and manipulation threaten to push people beyond endurance. Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged warns of this. The most terrifying force comes from individuals who refuse control. Those who recognize their autonomy and value will oppose tyranny relentlessly. Now, humanity faces a critical choice: passive acceptance or active reclamation of destiny. Dark forces attempt to dictate our fate, but divine potential resides within every individual. By understanding evil's influence, we gain the power to counter it. By seeking goodness, we illuminate the path forward. History teaches lessons. Understanding the past helps realign humanity with divine intentions. From the pre-flood era to now, humanity has faced cycles of prosperity, corruption, and moral struggle. The Book of Enoch describes a time when fallen angels disrupted human harmony, leading to sin and the fall of man. Divine judgment separated humanity from these influences, creating a post-flood world. Yet the echoes of that ancient corruption are returning. Evil seeks to regain dominance, distancing humanity from truth and divine purpose. The battle continues, and it is not abstract. It is personal, societal, and spiritual. Humanity stands at a pivotal crossroads. We must choose to accept a world dictated by darkness or to reclaim the destiny intended by divine order. This is a moment that calls for collective courage, wisdom, and vision. By embracing our divine potential, we can identify evil, understand its motives, and work to manifest a world filled with goodness, justice, and holiness. Our choices today define the legacy we leave for future generations. Each act of compassion, courage, and integrity pushes back the darkness, strengthens communities, and restores balance. To shape a better world, we must examine our history. We must understand how we arrived at this point and why humanity is currently so misaligned. The lessons of the past are invaluable. They guide us in restoring order, justice, and harmony. Humanity's story begins in the pre-flood era, when life was abundant and peaceful. The arrival of fallen angels disrupted this balance, spreading corruption, sin, and moral decay. Divine intervention separated humanity from these forces, creating the post-flood world we now inhabit. Yet today, humanity is edging closer to that ancient corruption. Evil seeks to dominate, manipulate, and obscure truth once more. Our task is clear: resist the darkness, embrace the light. Every individual holds the potential for both good and evil. By choosing good, we align with divine purpose, strengthen our moral compass, and contribute to the collective awakening. History, prophecy, and the occult all reveal the same truth. Humanity's choices shape reality. Goodness prevails through awareness, action, and the refusal to accept deception or passivity. Divine order, morality, and truth are not abstract ideals. They are active forces, accessible to anyone willing to recognize them, nurture them, and live by them. The struggle between light and darkness is eternal. It will never end. But the power to choose, to act, and to create a better world is in your hands. As evil continues its influence, humanity must awaken, reclaim moral and spiritual authority, and cultivate a world that reflects divine intention. By doing so, we ensure that the legacy we leave behind is one of justice, wisdom, and harmony. The darkness may be pervasive and the challenges immense, but light always has the power to transform, heal, and illuminate. It begins with awareness, it grows through action, and it prevails through the collective will of those who choose to stand for truth, goodness, and divine purpose. Humanity is not powerless. Humanity is not doomed. Humanity is a steward of divine potential, capable of overcoming deception, resisting corruption, and embracing the eternal struggle for light. The time is now. The choice is ours.